Welcome back to Destination PW. I'm your boy Ango, and today we have a new episode added to our DPW Games playlist. But today we're going to be talking about WWE 2K22 and General Manager mode. Today we got some news that suggests that 2K22 will in fact include the legendary game mode, and I'm going to talk about all of the good things we can expect. But if you watch all the way through, there is one major concern that I have, and we will talk about that shortly. Now, with that being said, guys, if you want more videos like this, go ahead and click that subscribe button and ring the bell. This way you can get notified on all the latest content. And don't forget to join us here on Destination PW's official Discord server. All the links are in the description down below. The goal of Destination PW is to always become the destination for all pro wrestling content, and it seems like you guys also enjoy the pro wrestling video game stuff, so we're going to include more of that. But we got to talk about WWE 2K22 General Manager mode. Shout out to Michael Straw from sportsgamersonline.com, who talked to some sources and was told that WWE 2K22 will in fact include the General Manager mode game. Now, if you guys don't remember this game mode, it is legendary for a reason. One of the biggest things that I've noticed in the past few years, and I constantly talk about this on the channel, is longevity. It's so important for a pro wrestling game to have longevity, and in the past, WWE 2K did not simply have that. Now, something about WWE SmackDown vs. Raw was simply the General Manager mode. In fact, if you actually go on Twitch or YouTube Live right now, you'll see multiple people still streaming General Manager mode. It's not uncommon to see content creators make videos on this game in 2021, and that's largely due to the fact that the possibilities are endless. Now, if you guys didn't know, WWE 2K removed General Manager mode from the game and replaced it with Universe mode. And essentially, that decision was made for whatever reason, and to be honest with you, fans didn't like it. Now, the thing is, Universe mode was actually a good mode. The problem wasn't necessarily Universe mode. The problem was pretty much the fact that Universe mode was capped with certain things, and you couldn't do as much as you'd hoped. Now, the reason why that's a big deal is because when we talk about longevity, when there is a release that comes out every single year, the idea that a video game is done after 6 months, it's pretty crazy. And we saw WWE 2K20 have the lifespan of like a month or two because the game's playability was terrible. Now, I don't blame WWE 2K, especially when I've heard of what happened and what caused this. But also at the same time, too, I admire the fact that 2K is now willing to listen to fans, because GM mode was a very, very great mode, and it was stripped away from us, and it never really made any sense as to why. Now, Michael Straw from Sports Gamers Online confirmed with a source that it is in fact a top priority for the team at 2K. The one source also said fans clearly wanted it, and the team knew that they had the ammo to get it approved and into the game. Now, I find this to be very interesting because 2K22 was pushed back. It was pushed back to March 2022, right around WrestleMania season. And if I'm being completely honest with you guys, seeing the game get pushed up that long, it was kind of scary. To me, it kind of felt like maybe WWE 2K22 isn't ready. But then when you think about it, WWE had released over 50 plus roster members, people that were actually scanned for the video game. They're no longer going to be part of the video game. I like the idea of the game actually being released in March. I like the fact that this gives 2K a little bit more time to not only refine the gameplay, but also to ensure that the game will include the modes and the assets and the things that we actually want to see. When it comes to a video game, especially pro wrestling video games, it's really important that you satisfy both types of audiences. There is one side that wants to play arcadic style wrestling games, and there's another side that wants to play simulation based. It's being said that WWE 2K22 will try to do the best of both worlds, and I'm excited about that. Now, you guys may have seen WWE Battlegrounds, and that game had so much potential, but it just really wasn't there, and I feel like they missed the mark. So with 2K22 really listening, right? With 2K really listening to the fans, bringing back General Manager mode makes the most sense. Another source told sportsgamersonline.com that it's going to become the most played mode in the game, and I can say that with certainty. Another source went even further and said that this mode will sell this game. So shout out to 2K. because if you are looking at selling General Manager mode as a big inclusion in the game, I give you props. The thing that a lot of people don't consider is the fact that GM mode inside of NBA 2K, where you could be a general manager, there is a lot of cool stuff that you can do in that game. And I'm not saying you have to copy it like for like, but there are elements that you can include in the world of pro wrestling. So why not do it? And that's exactly why I'm excited to see General Manager mode. 2K actually has history doing a GM mode in their NBA video game, and you can learn from the past. And that is the beauty here. I think when 2K is really good, they are really, really good. Now, I do have some major concerns, as I mentioned in the beginning of this video. One of the biggest concerns I have is microtransactions. After the release of WWE 2K20, it definitely got me thinking, how will WWE 2K22 rebound? Well, we skipped 2K21. We're getting 2K22. Realistically, you're going to piss off a lot of fans if you're including microtransactions all over this game, especially if the game is incredibly well done, because a lot of people feel like they got cheated out of their money. Now, I don't genuinely believe that microtransactions are going to be a big part of this game. I think 2K is smart. I think they're learning from their mistakes, and I don't expect that. But what I do expect are some limitations. In the past, the way it worked with, General Manager mode was the limited created wrestler functionality. So just something to keep in mind here, 50 plus WWE superstars were released. Now we have the emergence of Impact and AEW. I feel like having community creations and those downloaded created wrestlers included in General Manager mode is going to be very essential to this game mode being successful. And I think if WWE 2K, if 2K Sports allows this game to have very, very limited restrictions, this could very well be the biggest release for WWE's video games of all time. But there is one mistake that 2K continues to make year in and year out. For example, NBA 2K22 is set to be released very, very, very soon, and some countries are already getting the game in stock. And now it is finally coming out that there's different game modes and different assets that are included in the game. When WWE 2K20 came out, we all knew the game was a failure before it even came out, because you can tell that 2K was not showcasing the game in a respective manner. In fact, it seemed like the information came out last minute, then the game didn't play too well. It just overall wasn't a good look for 2K20. And then we got WWE Battlegrounds, and we almost got the same thing. WWE Battlegrounds pretty much did not have a lot of information prior. The information we got was good information, but then you play the game and it only lasted a few months. So ultimately, General Manager mode is going to be a great mode. It just depends on how they execute some of these other things. And I hope they're not just including this mode just to say that they included it. All right, guys, my name is Ango from Destination PW. Don't forget, if you want more videos like this, Destination PW is your ultimate place. It is your ultimate destination for all types of pro wrestling content. A little bit of something for everybody. So make sure you guys click that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next time.